This week's video is on enabling success on exiting the care system. This is Designer AM, here to remind you of the needs of disabled youths in the foster care system. AmericaFirstPolicy.com states 391,000 children are currently in the foster care system. 20% of youth will immediately experience homelessness upon exiting. 117,000 children are awaiting adoption, and more than 23,000 age out every year. Nearly 20% of the U.S. population, prison population, is made up of people who were once in foster care. These statistics alone are pushed as the children are failing, when I personally believe the foster care children are being failed. My takeaway from my own experiences is all I have to add to the conversation. So here's what I've experienced. The staff in all of our facilities and all of our foster homes and emergency shelters and mental health facilities that are picking up the children and housing them are overwhelmed, beyond overwhelmed, undersupported. There aren't nearly enough things keeping them afloat, let alone providing services and adequate groups, ways of keeping us busy, ways of growing and investing in foster kids. From educational standpoints to mental health groups, we just don't get enough support. And it's not their faults. They're not getting enough support to support us. Therefore, we aren't supported. Number two would be our caseworkers. While raising families of their own, they have to look out for anywhere from 30 to 160 children that aren't even theirs. According to Dunbar's number, we can only support 150 relationships at a time. How are they supporting 160 kids plus their co-workers plus their own children and their own families? It's impossible. It's just not feasible. Number three would be monetarily. Without constant support, we don't get extra study help, we don't get extra emotional care, we don't get, as I said in the last video, loneliness, we don't get enough interactions, we don't have groups. When you're in regular school, you have a whole community lifting you up, and we can't depend on that when we move from place to place to place. We're the new kid every couple of weeks, every couple of months. We are not part of a community. Therefore, we're missing that support. We are not finding our place. We are in between supports. Even if we do feel we have friends, they're over there and over here and somewhere else. And we used to have community like Girl Scouts, church, school programs. Those things are no longer supported. One, we don't have money to keep us in extracurricular programs. We don't have money to be able to do sports like the other kids. We don't have money to be able to do the spelling bee or the chess club or music. We can't pay for an instrument. There are so many opportunities that kids that have constant education get that foster kids aren't even supported for. So investing in piano, hobbies, So many things. It's not feasible for a foster kid who only gets their little housing, food money, and a little stipend for clothing. Of course, they're not going to get a drum set. They're not going to get piano lessons. They're not going to get extra time for their education even. I struggled with math. That wasn't, I didn't get a tutor. I just struggle with math still. Also, I just want to mention, as always, without community support, foster kids are holidayless, field tripless. Without community support, we don't get to do anything. So please show up in your community for foster kids. I know it doesn't seem like something that you can just pull up and donate to, but you can. You really can. There are places where you can donate to foster kids. Please don't forget us. The holidays are sad and lonely, and we need our communities as well. Show up for your community's foster kids. Thank you.